I'm going to take you through the No Patterns Needed book. So stick with me and we'll go through it together. Okay, so this is not a new release book, but I did buy it as a new release back in 2016. So I bought it as a new release, went through it, tagged a whole bunch of stuff that I was going to make, and then life happened. Back then I had a 3-year-old daughter and a 6-year-old son starting school, and I never got around to making any. And then I kind of lost it, and I just found it, and you'll never believe where it was. I had actually put it away on the bookshelf. I thought I had had it with my sewing stuff. I've been going through all my sewing stuff, trying to find it, and I couldn't find it because it was actually on the bookshelf. Anyway, so I'm going to have it now, and I'm going to keep it with my sewing patterns. So it's a nice big thick book. I like thick books. And I like books with a dust cover. I don't know about you. Do you like books with dust covers? I just love a book with a dust cover. Anyway, so it's No Patterns Needed. And it's by Rosie Martin. Now, this is back in 2016 before zero waste was a thing. But let me tell you, a lot of these patterns could be zero waste. Now, they're done by size. I'm not sizes. Sorry, because they're whatever size you want them to be. But they're done by shapes. So they're done by a rectangle shapes, circle shapes, square shapes, blah, blah, blah. And that is what makes things easier, because if you're doing a rectangle, well, when you buy fabric, it comes as a rectangle, right? You know, so you can turn these into zero waste. So let's go through it. So because they're zero waste, they're about your, because they're from shapes, they're your sizes. So this is the rectangle section. Now, I quite like this dress, and I love the maxi skirt here. So let's just go quickly through this one here. So they all have the same layout for each pattern. So we've got the name of the skirt, and then you've got the graphic of the skirt, what you need. And see here, this is what would make it a zero waste. And then it's got what your measurements you need and the maths you need to do, and then make it so simple. So it's 100% your size. So it can be from petite size to full on plus size to whatever size. If you haven't got a waist but you've got boobs, blah, 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 that's what, it's your size. So a nice simple maxi skirt, or really good diagrams how to do it. And then what it does is shows you in different types of fabrics and some different ideas on what you can do. So this has got kind of like a high-low hem and different fabrics, which I think is great. So this is the process, how it goes all throughout this book. So you've got a asymmetric mini skirt, which is great. I used to live with someone back in the college days. They would have worn this one all the time. And let's go through. I like how at the end you've made, and then it gives you some different examples. I mean, how cool is the one with the zip? Awesome. And then a nice cap sleeve top. You can have that for, depending on the fabric you use, you can be casual or work. Once again, great graphics all the way through, and then different styles. And they're turned into a dress. How cool is that? And like a nice deco drape dress. We'll go through, and then some different fabrics and colour tip. So it actually looks really nice. Rectangles, shirt dress. From rectangles, are we serious? How cool is that? So it gives you how to do it for your size. So your full bust, your full waist, your full hip, and then what you need to do for it to happen. I love this. I love this one. I think this is the one that I'm going to make for myself, because I like to make something out of all my books. Otherwise, why do we have the books? So this is the one I'm going to make me, probably even my daughter, because you know what? It's whatever size, and there's some different options. The pop of colour, the different way they do the fabrics. Oh, this has got long sleeves. That's what I like about that one. And then we go to circles. All right. How cool is this skirt? Awesome. I love that skirt too. Okay, so what can we make with the circles? The segment dress, which has got a nice nice simple design there with the ruffle at the bottom, all the way through it. And then the options, like, this is so cool. And because I really love this because you put in your measurements. So this can be for me, this can be for my 9-year-old daughter. Some of these things in here can be for my son, like some of the shirts and things like that. But I love this skirt. My daughter would love this skirt. She loves long layered type skirts, and this is basically that. And I love how it shows you how to cut the curve. And then the different examples. Look at the contrast trim there. That is awesome. A spot pocket skirt, and then that is seriously cool. Look at these pockets. If you love pockets, this is the one. I love that. This is a nice twirly dress with a great big, look at the size of the pockets. Huge. Where's the other options? Oh, maybe the other options are here. Look at this one. I would have liked to have seen that one, what it was like holding when it was down, to so you could see how the pocket effect was. Like 2 different photos maybe. Imagine that the different, if you use a nice drapey one, it would collapse in more and not be so sort of out. The ripple wrap blouse. I'll say that fast. Ripple wrap blouse. How to do it. And where are the options? Oh, give me options. Oh, they're cool. They can be for work, for going out. The ruffle dress, if you can wear one-shouldered dresses, that's cool, isn't it? I really like that one. I wouldn't wear it because I don't. I've got scars on my shoulder, but okay. Triangles. We can do triangles. I love how they just kind of make it so easy. A keyhole caftan. Oh, you can use this for a cover up for the beach. That's cool. It shows you the pieces that you need to cut, so it's not daunting. You know, it's really easy. Okay, let's have a look. Where are the other options for this one? Oh, yep, see, like, it's got elastic in the waist. And these are really cool. Once again, casual work, casual. A cool insert skirt. Now these, look at the possibilities that you can have with these. Imagine what you can use for your inserts. You can imagine if you had like scrap fabric and you could put the scrap fabric for the inserts. That would be really cool. Made out of vintage sheets. So you got all the instructions, pages and pages. So you're not going to get lost because look at all the instructions. So imagine if you had these, like, I'm thinking, say for my daughter, well, actually no, for me, like you could have like solid fabric here and then your prettiest vintage sheet fabrics here. So probably plique width there. That would look awesome. Maybe denim. Yeah, cut up a pair of jeans, have denim, and then the vintage sheets there. And that would look cool. A 4-slice sweater. Oh, look, perfect for colour blocking. All those scraps. Pieces to cut. Look at that. Yes, okay. We all have scraps left over from stuff. This is great. I love how, like, it's woven fabric, knit fabric, you know, it's everything. And there's some ideas. They look really cool. I like the dark bottom with the dark pants. That looks really cool. Oh, and it's a crop top size. A deep V. That is a deep V. Look how cool that is. I'm not a fan of the sleeves, but, you know, that can be easily adjusted. All about personal preference. What are the other options? Yeah, I love this, but I would do different sleeves. I don't know. Do you like the sleeves on that one? I don't know. Look like little hats. The triple triangle dress. That's pretty cool. Alright, I think I always find the other options interesting. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I like how their eyes, and you can see their tummy. Oh, and that's it. So that is actually pretty cool, isn't it? It gives you all the options at the back. And you don't need pattern pieces because you're cutting them from the your measurements, and then it tells you how to, like, for example, how to do the curve, like with your pencil and your string. Okay, so that is really cool. So I'm glad I've found this one out. Wanted to share it with you guys. Let me know what you think of it. Have you seen this book before? And pretty much, if you wanted to try some zero waste, then these are definitely, especially the rectangle ones, would be zero waste. And it can use it for your kids, to you, to grandma, all the sizes. So I love this type of thing. I wish I'd known about these sorts of books when my kids were first born. Well, not from first born, but you know, from toddler stage, because you could do it from toddler stage all the way to my age to beyond. I mean, I'm not that old. So yeah, so go grab it. No patterns needed. DIY Couture from Simple Shapes by Rosie Martin, and you've got your different simple shapes. And remember, it is simple. Don't make things complicated. Simple.